going to be beating Beast 3-0. And Leon and Diamond are playing right now. Smurf, Pulsar, and Weezer as well. And as we said, level 7 lost to Luigi Kid 64. And a 3-1. So we already have 2 players from the loser side in top 8. Now we are seeing Zomba against Pharaoh. Let's see how we do in this semifinals.
Yeah, powerful position. Pharaoh able to kind of tear through that bracket, and Zomba, as we saw, was able to kind of do the same. So it's relatively interesting to see how it'll work out. It's an interesting matchup as well. It's going to be the Rob versus the Yoshi. We've seen Pharaoh, able to kind of clash with Zomba, and I feel like Zomba has gotten the better part about it. So we'll see how this one goes on here at Fireside Open 2024. And what a way to start it out by catching the jump. Pharaoh, 83% in less than 10 seconds.
Es que así se empieza, looking for that fair to end that first stock. Pharaoh is just hungry to go to that winners finals, and then beating Zomba could be a great thing on his resume as well. So let's see how Pharaoh does. This is a matchup that I enjoy a lot because Yoshi puts a lot of pressure, already getting the command grab. That up to the up air, that's going to be sending that first stock on Zomba. 56% only been done.
Yeah, blink of an eye too, and great catch by utilizing the neutral B, and then just kind of delaying it a little bit after getting the first hit, knowing that the mash out will eventually happen. Great job on Pharaoh to save the jump until the last minute. It does get punished, and the second one will even caught out. Zomba on point, took no damage before then, so all of a sudden we're back to square one, and Pharaoh's just saying, yeah, why don't I repeat what I did at the beginning of this game? 78% at the start, into 85, 95, 100. Doesn't this look familiar?
Ay, Dios mío, all that from up tilts and uppers, and that egg to 137.
Oh my god!
That air dodge, oh my god! That's gonna be beautiful work already. Last stock from Zomba. Zomba wants to get that stock as well, real quick. So he finds that nair, but that armor from Yoshi is gonna be helping him. 62%, and Pharaoh is just gonna be calmly but surely getting that command grab. That downer sadly just hit only once.
What a way to start off with the 0-2 death, and like you said earlier, with that double jump armor, it is able to let Pharaoh escape twice, and now a great falling up here to continue a sequence. Can't get the third hit, unfortunately, but still, so much damage that Pharaoh will be happy with. But Zomba, no slouch to this one. Once again, the double jump armor has been so damn good and greatly spaced bare as a retreating option to keep Zomba in shield and in check on the defense.
Dios mío, que clutch has been that double armor. Hopefully he can keep using it. That upper is going to be sending you to the right. Zomba trying to catch that backer. Double egg action. No! Okay, still getting that up tilt for 90%. Cannot find another up tilt. That backer. Oh, caramba. The reads from Pharaoh has been great, but still the way to attack them has not been on time. 105 still. So close to getting that first game.
It's really scary too, because we've seen Zomba make these kind of comebacks, so Pharaoh can't get too comfortable, especially with like the gyros kind of out to play. Great air-to-air interaction, so now Pharaoh knows you're so close to the end, but at the same time, you can't be making mistakes like that. Zomba has the gyro in hand that could lead to an insane combo sequence, but instead, it's going to be thrown out on stage. Pharaoh taking so much damage, however, Snacks, this is actually a little bit nerve-wracking, no?
Yep, I think we're even. We're even this time. Oh, never mind.
There we go.
Never mind. Okay. Ay, Dios mío, thank God he went on the behind Zomba, because that could have been a Zomba win right there. So, because Zomba saw the whiff in quotations from that downer, from that backer, my bad. But that backer sending behind Zomba and, gets that near to end that first match. And now Zomba, I think he's in serious mode. Let's see how we do in this next match. Which stage are we selecting? But Pharaoh already has a first match on his belt.
Yeah. What I'm a little nervous about, however, because, I'm Pharaoh and I, we're friends on there. But what I'm nervous there is that at the end, it almost looked like it got out of hand.
I think he was excited.
Zomba was getting uncomfortably close to being able to kind of reversal that sequence. And to the point where it felt like Pharaoh was the one popping off during the matches while Zomba was, not showing up as much. So I'm nervous to see if when Zomba turns it back, if Pharaoh can weather that storm.
he was gonna get the win eventually, right? But I think he was excited. He was in a desperate, you know, I mean, como lo pongo, right? He was so desperate on getting that win that I think he just started getting some tiny errors, but it could have cost him the whole match. Let's go right back to small battlefield. Zomba was getting some technical issues out of the way, and already that's going to be the first hit on Pharaoh. 23% already getting that read on Zomba. 47. Those up tilts have been the way to go.
Yeah. Look at that with the trip. Zomba says, sit your ass down. Hold up. Let me get out of this combo sequence. But Pharaoh continuing on with the aggression, and I like the stage selection as well. Try to get a parry and got punished greatly for that big mistake. And Zomba took it to the house, got as much percent as possible, but the approaching there, that's not going to be safe. So I'm going to go ahead and drill you into the ground. Able to get away, but stuck on the platform. That tried and true Zombair finds its mark. First blood for Zomba, and great little footstool trying to get it with the downbeat, the Yoshi bomb, but Zomba's still alive, and you don't want that. Pharaoh's going to find some way to shut it out, and I'm missing these sequences is still looking close, Snacks.
Still looking close indeed. 31% though, extra damage that Zomba needs to put this game on his side. That backer is not even close on hitting Zomba. The uppers for 69%. Zomba putting, again, a lot of pressure. He's being very he's toning down a bit the offensive on his side, right? He's just watching those whiffs from Pharaoh. Pharaoh getting that down B, however, 132%. Not close on getting that first stock on Zomba. Up tilt, getting using the gyro against him. Somebody's just playing it safe, and okay, thank God that back is going to be taking that first stock.
Yeah, I barely got it as well. So Pharaoh took so much percent, however, like you said, because Zomba is just forcing Pharaoh to approach and make these riskier options, and when Zomba is doing the one, was actually able to get rewarded off of those missed parries, off of not being aware, and great usage of the rotating arm to catch the air dodge afterwards. But look at these multi-hits, so much damage that Pharaoh's got because of this rage is ready to go. So Zomba understands just like, hey, I'm really close to being able to see out this stock, but I have to be so careful about taking that damage. And no jump, no life, no chance.
Wow, he covered all the options, and Pharaoh already one stock away to lose the second game. However, 85%, anything could happen. Yoshi's very aggressive. He's known to take those stocks as well pretty quick. That's going to be a fair to up air. Ooh, backer. We still are all good to go. Ay, Dios mío. We're even, Wolf. This could be a second game on Pharaoh's side. However, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, it could be, or Zomba could just tack one on the board. It's been a huge back and forth, so it's kind of impossible to tell who's good at taking it, but all of a sudden, both of them getting their bread and butter damages and catching the landing on Pharaoh on early air dodge as well. Doesn't lead to the biggest reward, thankfully, but a great footstool out of that shield sequence. Forced to jump, has nothing in disguise, and Zomba knows it.
Yep, not looking good. No double jump, no armor. This is not the way to go. And still in the air, I think, in his side. Oh my God, he lived. Now in his side, possibly a comeback from Pharaoh. Can we see it? No, we don't. No, we don't. Hey, but that was a good thing to see.
That would have been the worst way to lose if you're Zomba. Like, you literally just have everything. You have Pharaoh with nothing, pushed off to the side of the stage in the air. Barely makes it back, and Pharaoh almost got a combo start to potentially get so much damage, but thankfully on Zomba, cleaned it up, tacks a game on the board, but damn, these matches have become uncomfortably close. It's really hard to tell who's gonna win.
But let's go back. Let's see something that, we got to understand in this matchup. Pharaoh is jumping too much, and Zomba is already adapting on the jumps from Pharaoh and just grabbing them at the moment. Pharaoh needs to tone it down a bit, not getting that death for those jumps. Try to find those whiffs against Zomba. But, Zomba, I think, just adapting pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. Look at all these options being covered. The air dodges that are forced out because, you have nothing but great usage of the up-B, the egg, thankfully, coming into play. And once you talked about those jumps, now Zomba, realizing that jumps are happening, just uses the up tilt in order to catch a great recovery by Pharaoh. But you're still taking so much. And look at this percent that's basically unanswered. And Zomba has been so consistent off stage, you have nothing to make it back.
God damn it. That was such a weird interaction from Pharaoh, but sadly losing that stock and Zomba. We've seen Zomba getting adapted once he loses that first match. He's just downloading Pharaoh real quick. getting those grabs, the dig action, the up tilt, that armor finally getting some work in. But the reads from Zomba has just been great.
Yeah, Pharaoh has just had nothing or no chance to escape
Ay,
from
Dios
this
mío.
flurry, and the delayed Zomb Bear baiting out the parry, and because of the incorrect timing, it's gonna be a punish. And Pharaoh has been, honestly, just looks like left in a daze, has been unable to come up with anything to try to counteract this aggression and reads that Zomba has been making. Ooh!
Oh!
That's one way. That's one way.
Okay. Okay, that's beautiful. Hey, not a 3-stock. Not a 3-stock. 82% on Pharaoh, but it could be a JB4 105. Ay, Dios mío. Zomba to end this third match is going to be on Samba's side. Possible last game in his top 8. One more to go to winners finals. I think Pharaoh is just too scared. He's not creating like a wall, like an invisible wall to go against Zomba. He's once more being aggressive against Zomba, and that's what Zomba wants because he has a lot of way to counterplay that.
Oh, yeah, it felt like that 90% of that game was just Pharaoh fighting to stay alive in disadvantage. Like, how many jumps were caught out, how many times Pharaoh was off stage struggling to make it back, basically on life support.
Yeah.
There's a reason why dinosaurs went extinct, and that's because, you know, they literally use their bones and stuff for gasoline that Rob utilizes, you know? It's just the modern day world. It's just something you gotta live with. And Pharaoh felt the brunt force of it because, damn, Zomba still continuing that aggression and momentum in this game number 4.
So you're just saying that Rob is the one who made extinct the dinosaurs, right? That's what you're saying.
Could be up there.
Rob, like 1 million years ago, was just a joke. Like, he was still like joke. Top player, top player. Let's see if this recovery from Pharaoh could happen. No jump. A lot of punishes. Yep, I think, yeah, it's going to be a stock. Then we see a punish once more, and yep. Another Pharaoh, at least 91% done to Zomba. Pharaoh could put this game even.
Oh, wow, all 3 landed, but no kill. That's really unfortunate, and Zomba able to delay the recovery and jumping up high with that nair to kind of force it out, saying like, hey, I'm going to cover myself with a hitbox so you can't contest and he gets rewarded. Pharaoh got pushed away, but Zomba, look at this. So much rage to work with. Pharaoh's got to find a quick confirm, and that's one way to start it.
Finally, we are seeing that fair to upper working right now on game number 4. Pharaoh finally seeing a lot of survival. Finally, Pharaoh waking up, putting this game on his side. Nair, 71%, catching that falling down air. Gyro to put the dinosaur on the left side. Pharaoh trying to find that read, solid vision, but not perfectly executed.
Yep, and great catch, though. Pressuring that shield, but Zomba was just like, hey, I didn't feel anything on my shield. I'm going to go ahead and just swing. And all of a sudden, Pharaoh burned that jump, but thankfully was able to fall down with that nair to break himself out. Great usage of the fair to catch it out. Almost got it, was able to trade, so Pharaoh still got control of the stage, and Zomba trying to make it back. The patience of both these players delaying the bear. It's shield poked right through it because Zomba tried to go for a parry sequence, but that shield's too small. Yoshi does a lot of damage to that shield. Great fair by Zomba to get themselves out of a very dangerous situation.
This is looking very dangerous from Pharaoh, getting F tilted to the left side. Last stock, Zomba as well in a very high percentage on that second stock, but already getting some extra percentage. Very good recovery from Pharaoh, not letting Zomba get some combo games, but that gyro putting shield pressure 47%, and I'm scared from what could happen in this 4th game. Very good recovery once more from Zomba, putting a lot of pressure on Pharaoh. Pharaoh with those baggers, not one hitting, but that shield pressure very small.
Yeah, the shield's small, and thankfully the bear can't take it. It's because of how stale it is. So Pharaoh, a little uncomfortable, wants to find some way to complete it, does so, and has the gyro in hand. Zomba in the collapse of just being able to close this one out, so it's up to Pharaoh to come up huge and clutch. But I don't know, doing that against Zomba is an entirely bigger feat on its own.
Okay, that downer, not close. Punishing or using that whiff against Pharaoh. On Zomba's side, grab, dig, up tilt, up air. Okay, that upper is not going to be hitting 139% already in a very high percentage. Cannot get And a
Ew.
mag grab, but the down smash is going to be ending this set on a 3-1 note as Zomba is going to winners finals against Guy.
Damn. That was isn't that like the definition of like a top player? Game number 1, Pharaoh looks so good, but Zomba still showed signs of life. Game number 2, close, but Zomba wins. Game number 3, Zomba absolutely just eviscerates because the download is complete. Game number 4, Pharaoh trying to come up clutch with it, but Zomba was still, the lead was too much. So at the end, was able to continue that forward.
Still, very good set. It was beautiful. Finally seeing a 3-1 finally of what we've been casting here in Fireside Open. A lot of games to be played. We already have the loser side top 8 prepared, so y'all can watch it at home as well. However, I think Pharaoh saw the vision against Zomba. Zomba, of course, adapted. He has the experience against Yoshi. But what could Pharaoh improve here, Wolf?
It's a little hard because of how well Rob is able to kind of control the space that Yoshi wants to play around. Because Yoshi wants to be able to do the approaching aerials and as well as abuse the double jump armor. But Rob has so many tools that can cover all these options. Like, look at this, the gyro pressure that continues on. Zomba also does the footstool out of shield into down air to punish moves that you think would not be able to be punished. So that's kind of the issue, is that Rob is one of those characters that can cover it. And in the hands of a capable player like Zomba, who has been eating players alive off stage with these consistent edge guards. We saw it against Leon, and now we saw it against Pharaoh. I don't know. Maybe Zomba just hates reptiles. That's what we're just seeing.
He does not like reptiles, as you said, Wolf. And yeah, I mean, those punishes off stage has been critical for Pharaoh because, yeah, he's been using I think he's been using the second jump perfectly, right? Or not perfectly, but correct. However, just Zomba quickly punishes it. So we'll see that second jump is always so dangerous from Pharaoh. And yeah, it did cost him a lot. On a matchup where I think he had the chance to take it, sadly, we couldn't see it. And yeah, we saw it in that last replay. He was quite mad and quite disappointed on how he played it. But hey, respects to him, taking that first match on him. Hopefully he could do great on loser's side.
Yep. And coming up to the plate, we're going to see Zomba once again. It's going to be the showdown in the winners finals with Guy, who was able to 3-0 Sinister to punch their ticket here. So the top 8 has been kind of settled out to see